Have you been starting to look at music lessons and are seeing the terms private and group lessons and are not entirely sure which one to go with? Well, this week I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of both. Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's Kathryn from West Coast Music School, where we teach children and adults to find their inner confidence through the power of music. So this week I'm going to be touching on the pros and cons of private and group lessons. So let's first start with defining them. It seems pretty obvious, but private lessons are where you have one-on-one lessons with a teacher and one student. Group lessons is where there's one teacher and a group of students. So at West Coast Music School, we offer private lessons. It's my personal preference, but I know that there's pros and cons to both, and it really just comes down to what's best for you and your family at the end of the day. The pros of having a private lesson is that you have at least 30 minutes of undivided attention from your teacher to learn whatever it is you have to learn. You also are going to have a more tailored approach to your education. Your teacher can identify your different learning styles and tailor accordingly. And on top of that, there is also a more kind of emphasis placed on goal setting, and it's easier to set those goals and achieve those goals when you're in a one-on-one environment. The biggest con with having the private lessons is definitely the cost. For some people, it is just a little bit out of reach. The reason it is more expensive is because you have, like I said, at least 30 minutes of undivided attention from a professional musician who is going to tailor their approach to you or your child depending on what is needed, and they'll also help with all the goal setting and all of that. It'll lead to faster skill development as well, which is super important. On the other side of the table there is group lessons. Now, group lessons are really great for social learners. So if you or your child is a social learner and learn better when you are in a group of people, group lessons are fantastic for this. The other massive pro is definitely when it comes down to budget. They are a lot cheaper, but the reason they are cheaper is because you have one teacher whose attention is on a group of people. Now, group lessons can vary in size. Sometimes it can be a group of 3 or 4 students. Sometimes it can be 10 or 20 students. It really just depends on the music school that you go to. The problem with that is that your child or you will only get kind of snippets of your teacher's attention throughout that time, which can lead to kind of slower skill development, and it's definitely harder to set goals. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to what is best for you or your child on a personal level, what kind of learning style is best, and also comes down to a budget perspective as well. So what I'd like to know is which you would be leaning towards more, private or group lessons, and why. Let me know in the comments below. I'm always fascinated to read your opinions. And yeah, that's it from me this week. So I'll catch up with you next week. Bye.